And oh, here we go. It looks like so. The one big thing of this is we're going to start on the screen where there's a blue candle every single time. You're going to start, at least for now. You're going to start on the screen. The blue candle is going to be right there. So you're going to have at least a weapon.
Yep, that'll be the case for every single match up in the Swiss round. So you'll have to get used to seeing that for the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Our hints are helpful, which means we're going to get good hints and clues from different old men and whatnot. There we go. We've got a hint for the what would be the magic sword, but it's not the magic sword in this now, is it?
Nope. Once you get between 10 and 14 hearts, you can take a chance at it, and instead of getting a sword, you actually get +2 on your bomb count. So both that and the white sword are pretty useful as we're starting to see what the secret prices are.
Yeah, 11 for the small secret. Not bad at all. At least it's not 1. Ooh. So enemies in this, normal vanilla HP. So you know what you're getting into when you see these dark nuts. Oh, well, we got a staircase there. Or basically any other enemy. Enemies are completely shuffled, so we've got Dark Nuts in the Overworld. We could have Wizrobes on the Overworld.
Yep, it doesn't look like we're going to have much more outside of the Dark Nuts on the Overworld so far, so that's a little low for the large secret, but there are 3 of them, so if the runners utilize some save and retry strats, they should be okay.
Absolutely. Let me see. Was that 71 to 52? That's oh gosh, that's what, 19 a door penalty?
Yep, that's just 1 below the normal, so not too terrible.
Not too terrible at all. The runner's basically in the same spot right now, but you kind of expect that from where they started.
Yep, with a blue candle to start with, the route through the forest seems pretty useful because there are a lot of caves you can check with just a candle and some that are already open.
Absolutely. Exo finding himself one of the take any caves. He's got himself an extra heart container. As Dark Falls is checking out the vanilla level 2, finds himself a casino, decides not to take a gamble at it this time. Because, gambling is bad. Except when it's not.
Yep, meanwhile, Exo has already found the medium secret for the seed, and it's 37, I believe I saw, so overall, I think both runners, again, will be just fine. They just gotta be a little bit careful with their management of their money as we find a level.
Indeed. Yes, we have level 5. So, I believe these are, Overworld, or, I'm sorry, First Quest shapes. I don't think they are shaped differently. Let me check that real quick.
You are correct.
Yay! Alright, cool. And we get to know what they are when they went in. I'm getting spoiled by this tournament suddenly, Fury.
Yeah, to start with at least, but not for too terribly long.
Well, yes, absolutely. So it looks like Exo has decided to not go much further into level 5. Oh, I missed what was the item on the coast was, though.
That is a very important item on the coast, and ladder is now required for the seed, because it was blue and it was...
Yep, blue and pointy, yes. Silver arrows, oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, you can't stab Ganon just yet, so that's only one piece of the puzzle so far.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that, 83 for a bomb upgrade.
And that is right next to where you start in this specific 5, so the runners should go ahead and make note of that, because they can return if they get a ladder later perhaps and get to go to the silver. They can route that in and pick up a bomb upgrade.
Absolutely. And without any swords, those bomb upgrades can be very, very important. So Exo's gonna go ahead and check. Oh, well, look at that. That is, do we know which upgrade that is?
Do you remember what the mag scent was?
No, I don't.
If the mags hint
Oh,
said
Lost Hill.
Lost
It was
Hills,
a Lost Hill. Lost Hills. Yes, that's okay. So that would be Mags.
yeah, the chances of that being mags are pretty high based on the Lost Hills mags hint. So that one will cost them 10. Oh, hey, look,
Wait,
vanilla.
wait. So which one is it?
That is by a lake. That is Fred right there.
Okay, gotcha. That's pretty interesting right there. Hey, we found the letter under a waterfall. So it looked like level 2 had blue Wizrobes in it, and Dark quickly getting out of it.
Yep, I like the strategy so far from both runners. You want to kind of get overworld coverage, know what you're dealing with, get some of the free heart containers, get some money so that you can get some hints, and then dig the dungeons that actually are relevant to you if you get enough.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Especially since you're going to have to go into all 8 dungeons eventually anyway. I don't see much of a point in forcing a dig of a dungeon that's got combat that's not just really simple, especially with only a blue candle.
Yeah, it's basically the strategy I tell anyone that really asks for advice on how to play the swordless Swiss flags that we have here, is just get what's free to you. You don't have to dig a dungeon early with a candle and try and make something happen. You can always clear your overworld route in about 15 to 16 minutes and get your information there and then go back into a dungeon.
Dark going ahead and sacrificing one of his heart containers to get into this level.
Yeah, that is required, so I'm not too surprised that he chose the heart container, as he will have a handful of opportunities to go and get some more of those.
Absolutely. In the meantime, Exo finding out that level 2 is full of not-so-friendly blue Wizrobes. And it doesn't look like he's going to stay much longer. Meanwhile, Darkfall is finding himself a bomb pack. That's always a nice thing to just pick up in a dungeon.
Yep, and the smart move here is what he just did. He had 1 gel left in that room when he entered it, so he got the bombs, and then up an aid from that room, so there's only going to be that 1 gel that he's going to have to walk around, although it's going to troll him in this case.
Apparently.
But that's a strategy you can use regardless of the enemy set in a room. Once you get the item off the floor, if there is one, you can save that room by up and aiding from that room if it's early in the dungeon. And it prevents a little bit of the headache from walking back through.
Yeah, so there's a key in that room, Fury, but I'm not sure anyone's going to want to go get it.
Yeah, if he was going to make an attempt at it, it would probably be right about now, because he's got 3.5 hearts. If he can get about 2/3 of the way there without getting hit, then he can just tank the rest of the way.
Absolutely. XO finding himself in level 1 now. Now, he's going to get the same choice that Dark got. Let's see what he decides to do.
Yep. The only thing that makes his choice a little bit different is he's actually seen the White Sword bomb upgrade, and he knows within a few hearts he could get to it, but he made the same decision.
I was going to say, it's interesting that I wonder if the bomb drop would even be like a choice by most of the runners in this tournament, since bombs feel like they're really important.
In my case, I would probably have saved my money and all that jazz before coming to level 1, so I would just go ahead and sacrifice the heart, look through level 1, see what it has, and if I can't get very far, just retry back out. But it looks like we found a Triforce at least, so there's no sense in doing it now.
Right, yes we did. We've got our first Triforce on the board. It's basically at the very foot of I think that's the eagle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe that's the shape, but I don't do a whole lot of first quest myself, so I don't memorize what they're called.
So there is 1 item remaining in here or 2 actually. I don't think we found the first one. Dark is actually going to go ahead and just get out of here. Meanwhile, Exo's going to get his Triforce, sneaks in right before getting smacked in the face with the boomerang. So both our runners back up to 4 hearts after sacrificing one in level 1. Exo going to go ahead and jump back into level 1. Dark finding level 4. Interesting. Feels like we got a lot of levels not that far from each other.
Yep, and a lot of them are the smaller levels too, so it's kind of distracting to the runners and making them look around at least in the dungeons before leaving.
It looks like Exo's gonna go ahead and try to snag this key. He got this room needs to be beaten to probably get at least one, if not both, the items in here.
Yep, and he's going to make what I think is the wise decision, go ahead and bail on this and try and get some more information out of the overworld.
Yeah, that feels like something you want at least some kind of more permanent weapon for.
And there's nothing more annoying than getting a double block room, clearing all the enemies, thinking you might get your item, and then just, hey, a key.
Right. At least, it was just those keys, but still. Now, Exo fighting level 4! Alright, so Dark's gonna go ahead and kill the last gel in here and not find anything in that room.
Now, I wonder which runner's going to kind of bail out of these dungeons first and go look for the Armos item.
Yeah, that's a good point. We still know what that is. Oh, but this might be a very free item. It is not. Oh, well, well there it is. Alright, see what our item 4 is. It's the blue boomerang.
One of the best items of the game, especially in Swordless, because now you can stun enemies and take out some of these rooms with a repeatable item that have 0 HP enemy.
Exactly. When Dark goes ahead and leaves level 4, probably the best decision at that point. You don't really need to keep digging in there.
Yep, if you're intending to go back to level 1, which is right next door, makes pretty good sense to go ahead and just leave and come back.
Dark buying a key.
Yep, it's a plausible decision to make in a Swordless Sea where you only have 1 key so far. You might need 2 to get to the 1.
Absolutely. So Exo about to come up on his boomerang. He's gonna go ahead and drop a bomb. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of those. Oh, hey, we found level 3.
I'm actually a little surprised he didn't drop a second bomb on the last 2 to see if the staircase was a super room or something. Might have a Triforce.
Yeah, he might. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and... Oof. The Cran not really playing nice.
Yeah, he had his best opportunity when the clock was on the floor and he got it, and they're both side by side, but in any event, that probably wasn't the Triforce. Probably some other.
Oh, more bombs. So I did see that there are Wizrobes in this level 3. Ooh, XO also buying the key. Okay. Apparently everybody's on board with the needing to buy the key there. I like it.
Yep, all boards, 2 keys.
Right? Oh! You know, I've never even thought about doing this on what Dark Falls is doing right there. Nice! Oh, that's one way to clear all of that.
Yep, Boomerang has quite a few uses, and Dig Dogger strats are also pretty prominent with the Boomerang. The many Dig Doggers get stunned in place and you can drop a second bomb on.
Dark trying to group all of the orange Wizrobes together. Leaves comes back in, probably to save this room as it is. If he gets hit by one of those shots, he'll be dead. They do take, was it 4 hearts at Green Mail?
Yep, it's 4, then 2, then 1, I believe.
Yeah,
Depending on which ring color you have.
Well, we got ourselves a compass.
Yeah, this room's not as easy to manipulate the spawn pattern of the red Wizrobe as this first room was. If you're in the bottom doorway, the best way to do it is kind of camp it out inside the door, and they will usually spawn in a vertical line, usually clumped up, and you can get at least 3 or 4 of them, as opposed to chasing them around the room and using multiple bombs.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, Dark finding himself a key. And let's see what our Triforce room looks. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we'll come back here later, I think.
So the only way you're going to be able to kill those guys is with bombs, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not. They're going to need to probably get a bomb upgrade at some point, so that makes that bomb upgrade in 5 even more relevant now, as well as the white sword at the vanilla location. I would probably look to get both at some point.
So I see what Dark is doing here. He's trying to, get these... Was it? Oh, he got him! Nice. I was about to ask you if he was, wasting maybe a little too much time trying that, but he got them together. Never mind me. Oh. Well, game, that's just not nice.
Yeah, but he's already got the heart container, and he's got a good collection of keys, so leaving that room and trying to go right to find the item in here is probably the smart play.
Absolutely. And, yeah, he can just get over from this room here. No reason to, fight that. I don't know if it's down here. No? Oh, well.
Yeah, he's gonna have to burn another key just to get the information, probably, but I think it's worth it.
Absolutely. I mean, without the wand, you pretty much are gonna dig almost... I mean, you're gonna dig all these dungeons anyway, for the most part, but... Oh, there we go. Dark has found the item inside here, and it's the red ring! Okay!
Yeah, make combat in that blue Wizrobe room later a little bit easier, so definitely a good find.
Absolutely. Gotta be happy with that. And Goriah grumbles by a lake.
Yep, so level 7 is somewhere near water.
XO, in the meantime, is about to stumble onto the exact same red ring here. Dark using his last bomb. It's a... Oh, it's a 37 medium secret.
Yeah, it's a little rough to lose your last bomb, but in this case, it's directly on his routing path, and there's only one more bomb spot in the southwest that he would have to bomb.
Indeed so. So far, both our runners have 1 Triforce piece out of, well, 1, ironically. Really, they've been on the same path, and hey, here's that blue ring that's now obsolete.
Yep, but they'll probably mark it for the meat still, because we don't know where our bait block will be this seed.
Oh, absolutely. I always want to mark off where that is. I think that's all 3 large secrets in the seed. So Dark heading up towards the vanilla blue ring shop. This is going to be a potential for the Arbo.
Please, no wand.
Ladder. There's our ladder. We can get silver arrows, but with no bow to fire them, it's not really going to be all that helpful, unfortunately. But still,
Yeah,
at least we have that.
Yeah, at least you're not going to get ladder blocked in a dungeon now. So it is a good Armos item.
Absolutely it is. Oh, absolutely. You just buy arrows here? Well, Dark doesn't, but would you? No, you probably wouldn't, because you can get silver arrows for free. That was a silly question on my part.
Nope, you're saving your money for hints at this point because you have the silver arrows free on the coast and you have the red ring already, so there's no need for the blue ring. So It's just going to be key purchases, which is the alternative that XO is choosing, or bait.
Oh my goodness, those are very inexpensive bombs.
Yep, and meat is only 41 rupees as well, so now it makes a ton of sense not to save for the hints because you can get all the things you'll need to progress that are actually purchasable.
Indeed. Exo's gonna go ahead and check the very southern part of the Dead Woods here.
Yeah, he got a good bomb drop and didn't see the bomb shop yet, so he's gonna definitely clear this, and I would expect Dark Falls to do the same.
Oh, nice bomb drop there. Fortunately, it's just a potion shop, but that's okay. Oh, there we go! Hit time! Gleeok returns with the book.
Yep, lost a little bit of incentive from the level 8 clear already.
Oh, we knew the red ring was in level 3, and unfortunately for XO, he doesn't have enough rupees for the last secret.
Yeah, Dark Falls, on the other hand, will, though, so we're going to see whether or not the bait purchase and key purchase was profitable, or I think he's just going to save and come back later, but that's quite a walk.
Yeah, that is actually a decent chunk there. I'm a little surprised he went that far.
Well, there isn't any road that's right nearby that XO is looking at, so it depends on where they go. Looks like Deadwoods, both Death Mountain wings, and we will have to wait on the 4th. Because that's obviously an open cave that you check. Smart play.
Indeed. I'm kind of curious as to why Dark saved and quit there instead of just like, continuing to explore around where he was, but...
Well, he did have his Dead Woods routing done. The only thing that he could have opted to do, I think, would have been, as we see level 9 in Eastern Death Mountain, I see that. He could have opted to world wrap to the ladder spot on the coast and get the silver arrows. That was about the only thing he really could do other than go out through the grave, and I guess he wanted to save it so that he could keep all of his money just in case all these were whammies on this side.
Yeah, fair point. Oh, that goes to the... So 3 of the Take Any roads are basically around...
Yeah, they're all in Western Hyrule. Not exactly the most useful.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Dark is... I believe Dark's about to find the both bomb upgrade. Now, XO finding out that bombs are extremely cheap in this seed.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that shop. So I'm wondering if that is perhaps the rare shop.
Yeah, that's very entirely possible. Oh, Dark able to pick that up at 5 hearts. Giving him not only a full complement of bombs, but 2 more. So, he's up to 10 now. He's got to be happy with that. Oh, level 6 found by XO.
I believe that takes us down to just 2 dungeons outstanding with general knowledge of level 7, so starting to run out of places to get trolled on the overworld.
Right? Well, there's the Dig Dogger. Don't know if that's relevant yet or not.
A double block room in 6 won't have any sort of items, so that's probably the best place you could see it.
Perfect, then. Dark's about to go grab his silver arrows. You can make it through the screen. There we go. Dark's jumping back into level 5. XO is in a room that I would classify as not looking very fun.
And that's an ouch bomb upgrade, even though it's cheaper. It's only 2.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it does put him up to 12.
Yep, with a little bit of good room manipulation, trying to speak, you can get that room in level 3 with all the blue Wizros with 12 pretty easily.
Indeed so. In the meantime, XO has found himself a staircase at level 6. It's kind of early in the dungeon, so doesn't actually mean anything, but you never know. It's trying to block. There we go. Yep, that is the transport. Meanwhile, Dark is attempting to ladder clip across his T-room. This really is like the first bit of split up between these two runners that we've seen, like all. Oh, it's Aquamentus. Oh, that's kind of an unfortunate room to fall into in level 6 there, when there's literally nowhere else to go, and you're all the way back across the entire map.
Yep, the consolation prize is it's not blocking a darn thing, so you can just up an A and live with the fact that you gotta clear your way back.
Right.
That also takes 2 of the 3 off the board because we saw one that was required in level 1, so the chances you're going to lose some more of your information in, say, level 9 where you might need it.
Right. That's true. Meanwhile, XO trying to do what he can to make this room a little more nice, but I feel like the enemies are just splitting up instead. He did not get a bomb drop from that either. He's gonna go ahead and check out of here for now. Did XO find the silver arrows yet? I don't think so. I don't know if...
He knows they're out there, he just hasn't routed it in.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's right, he did see him, I remember now.
And Dark Falls did not know where level 9 was yet, so that's actually a relevant hint for him.
It is. You might call that a vanilla hint, as a matter of fact. Doesn't Dark have the boomerang?
Yes, both runners do. I think sometimes you just get caught up in your race and don't think about stunning 2 of these guys together and maybe bombing them at once, but it happens.
There we go. Oh, and a key too. Keys are great. This Blue Octorok's not giving XO a nice time here. While Dark finding the transport staircase in level 5, he decides not to take it, and is going to go ahead and explore more of the southern part of level 5, finding himself another key. Oh, nice. Exo gets a bomb drop out of those blue Octorok. Oh, Dark has found a compass. That is a nice find for level 5. We don't have to worry about finding where that Triforce is. We just know it now. Oh, and Exo's actually found level 8. In vanilla level 1.
That's a good thing to find because it now basically leaves level 7 to either spots you can get to vanilla level 4 or vanilla level 7.
Indeed it does. I missed what Dark did. Oh, he took that transport and just up it. Well, Exo has found himself the book, decides not to get it, and that's makes a lot of sense because the book in these flag sets doesn't do anything useful, does it, Flirt Fury?
I mean, if you somehow decided not to pick up the candle off the start, that's about the only use you're ever going to get out of the book.
Well, there's a Goma who's guarding 5 rupees. And there's a Gleeok that's guarding a door. Now, what can harm the Gleeok? Is it just the wand, or can you bomb it too? I don't actually...
The Gleeok only takes damage from a wand strike, although you technically can drop a bomb on it and get a 10 count out.
Really? I didn't even realize that. That's actually cool. So in other words, unless we find a transport staircase or some other way through this level 8, wand is not going to be above that Gleeok.
That'd be correct. There's no way, unless we randomly have a C that's a little messed up, that could happen.
Exo. Oh, let one of those get away, but got both 2 of them. Got all 3. Nice. Unfortunately for him, not a bomb wall. Well, speaking of bombs, Exo dives into the like to pick up the bombs, and now he's out.
Yep, Dark Falls was sitting there bombing the Gibdo and got himself a bomb drop, so this room is clearable potentially now if you can get block flipped into there. A little dicey.
Yeah.
In his shoes at this point, that room that he just cleared to the right there had bubbles, so he should be able to walk right here and go up through the Landmo room and clear that. Or you can...
Right.
It's not fun.
No, not fun at all. Meanwhile, Exo is trying to get through this 8. He hasn't attempted to kill that man handily yet. Oh, we can bomb north of that Goma. This room is clearable. It's gonna be annoying, but it's clearable. Hope we can bomb. Hey, it's Zelda's room. Check it out.
Sorry, she's in another castle.
Right. I'm pretty sure you should be able to bomb up from where Exo is right here.
Yep.
Yep.
We had a note that the bottom side of the map was blocked off by something, perhaps an old man, so this would have to be obtainable up here.
Indeed. Oh, Dark has found 7.
I did see where that was, but he doesn't have any of the items required to get past blocks, so it looks like every dungeon is open.
Indeed. So, oh, here, We got Wizrobes, and we got a staircase, and we have shutter doors. There we go. Exo getting there. That's the transport staircase.
Yeah, this is where practicing a reverse block clip is essential in a seed, because the best chance you're going to get in a room like this is right off your entry from the top, where there's blue Wizrobes going left to right, and you can reverse clip into that staircase.
Right.
Basically, you have to stand about a half tile into the tile above it and do the same turnaround trick using a boomerang or a sword or whatever you might have in any given seed. In this case, it's got to be the boom.
So the Triforce in level 8 appears to be Gomo Block.
And you want to know why that's good information to have?
Because Bo cannot be in 9 now.
Yep. That's very useful information. It's actually nice to see that, because you know you have to clear dungeons rather than go to level 9.
Right. So yes, one of the flags in the game that is on is important items in 9. That could mean, pretty much I don't think it's happening in this seed at all, but that could make you go into level 9 for something and then leave to, I don't know, like the raft, say, or it could be the raft, really, but something blocking another important item. Speaking of which, we have a power bracelet.
Yeah, that is useless outside of a potential hint shop, I'll say.
Exactly. At this point, we're still looking for that wand.
Yeah, wouldn't you know, after all that work to clip that staircase in 7, it's transport.
Of course it is. I mean, it was 3 rooms into the level. You almost had to assume it was. Not that you really means much of anything, but for some odd reason, I feel like anytime you get a staircase that quickly, it's like never the item. Except when it is.
Yeah, occasionally you get lucky, but if it's me, it's never lucky.
Right. They're going to go ahead and abandon level 7 for now. I don't necessarily blame it. So in case you're wondering why the wand is so important, it's not just because it's one of the best permanent weapons you can get without having it. It's because Fred, the programmer of the randomizer, has actually made it so in swordless logic, Ganon is susceptible to the wand. Because if I remember correctly, it used to be in swordless logics, they would still be like a wooden sword in the like the first opening room of level 9.
Yep, up until a couple of updates ago, it was wood sword still in 9 in a lot of the seeds, but now since wand is working across them all, no longer needed.
Indeed, Dark has found himself level 8. He never went back to that hemp shop. So we never found out what that other hint was, and he doesn't know the book's in here.
No, but if I remember correctly, it's pretty early and hard to miss, so it's just one of those that you're going to find anyway.
Right.
But yeah, neither runner should go to level 9 until they are in go mode, so you're going to see both runners basically clear all of the overworld dungeons until they find the bow. Once they find the bow, nothing else gets clear, then they just try and sail and hope that there's not some sort of dig dog.
Indeed. So, Exo, unfortunately, without any keys, it doesn't look like you can make a ton of progress in this level 7. Oh, wait, there's a bomb. Exo's got the master hand strategy down here. Or the wall master, I should say. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Exo! he was in a room that could have possibly been the staircase room, and unfortunately didn't move far enough down and got sniped by a trap.
Well, now that he's going to probably walk all the way back, it's probably going to drop him $5.
Right?
Here you go. Thanks for coming all the way back to see me. Here's your $5. Get out.
Right. Unfortunately, always seems to get hit right down there and takes another death. Well, Dark is trying to get past this Manhandler. Manhandlers are not fun to clip against because they spout those fireballs all over the gosh darn place.
If there's a small window that you can actually get by with on the second, I don't know how to say it, but the diagonal blocks, the ones that are not on each end,
Right.
like the middle bottom right and the middle bottom left, I tend not to get hit by two of the fireballs always on that, so it's basically just dodging the two as they come out.
Gotcha. Well, looks like Dark was trying to kill that Manhandler, but unfortunately for him, he used like 4 bombs or so and wasn't able to. Oh, he used his last one there, didn't get it. He is gonna take a death there, unfortunately.
Yep, just gonna have to bait out the fireballs from the manhandle and then be able to clip within that second or so that you have. He does have a bomb pack on the floor though, so I have another shot if he wants to use that. Like, see, he's gonna spit a whole bunch of fireballs here and here, and then he's gonna stop for a second, and then spit another, and then stop for a second. So you just gotta time it, and he does. And he got rewarded with his book, so now he knows that half of level 8's items are garbage. Doesn't know yet that the other item is fairly useless as well. So really the question of the day for this seed is, where is the bow, where is the wand? Do you have to get through all those rooms in level 7 with just bombs and a blue candle to get some sort of repeatable item, or do you have to maybe go back to a level that's a little bit easier and clear one of those? It's hard to say, really. I think what would be in the best interest of both runners probably is to attempt level 1 first once they get their bomb pack upgrades and get up to 10 to 12 bombs. Because the blue Lionels are the only thing really guarding the right side of that level.
So, is it possible for the wand to, I guess it is possible for the wand to be in 9, isn't it?
Yep, there's nothing against the wand being a 9. You can definitely have it there.
Well, Exo's gonna go up and get his one of his bomb upgrades. He'll have 10 and be happy for the time being.
Yep, he also saved those bombs so he can retry back out and still come back with 30 rupees and 10 bombs and 6 hearts. And with bait in hand, he can kind of group up some of the Guria in some of these dungeons if he runs into them. It'll make it a little bit easier to pull off some bombs.
Right.
Yeah, I really like what Exo is doing here. He is going back to level 1. He's got the red ring. He's got enough bombs to clear that blue Lionel room that cuts off the right side of the eagle. And he's probably going to be able to find at least one of the items over there, because I believe we've seen a lot of information on the bottom and left side of the dungeon already.
That we have. Well, so far it's getting through. A little bit.
Yeah, he has the right idea with where he's at. He's basically just going to have to drop the bomb south of where he's looking now just to get the second guy.
Right. Oh, wait. There we
Or
go.
he could... Yeah, he looped around for him, so there's a little bit of help. And
Oh,
he got a bomb
drop.
drop, so now it's...
No key. Oh! Petra!
Well, yeah, he's got no key either. That's really unfortunate, because he made the right call. It didn't pay out because the Patra was up there.
I feel like this scene has been deceptively difficult.
I don't know if there's much deception in the difficulty. Hey, he can get back there
Sure.
because he's not cleared 6 rooms, so he should go straight back now.
Well, what I mean by that is we started off with dungeons that looked like they were going to be very, like have a lot of rooms that was easily clearable with the candle. And then suddenly we could clear all those rooms and nothing happened.
Yeah. I don't know that he knows that that other room hasn't reset yet, but that would be a really nice play to make before it does.
Right. Well, he's very close to an unfortunate death, though. Dark now finding out that the book was innate. Oh, wait. Does he have enough rupees for the last one? He does. Oh, the bow's in 7? Was that 7? That was 7. The bow's in 7. Fury, the bow's in 7.
Yeah, it'd be quite unfortunate if that trap room had it, but let's hope for Exo's sake it didn't. This blue Lionel, though, let's talk how troll this blue Lionel's being.
Right?
He's like, nope, I want no part of your boomerang. I don't like bananas. I'm a meat guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is not any fun because this is not the item room either. So,
Right.
this is all sorts of nope. This is a retry at this point.
Right. That one bomb's not going to do it there, unfortunately.
I would heavily consider retrying, going back to get the key, and then going back to that blue Lionel room and trying to get through the Patra block.
Unfortunately for him, Exo's decided not to retry, but to press on anyway.
Yeah, well, he's still got time to retry if he so desires. And so we'll see if he makes that call or if he can get some bomb drops out here. Either or. To answer a question in chat, that cannot be the item simply because of that shutter door. The shutter door makes it so the push block in the side of the room can only open that door. It can't open the staircase.
I can tell you right now, Exo's not going to retry. He's trying to get bomb drops from these blue moblins.
Well, even if he doesn't, he can make the long walk of shame over towards the dead woods because those bombs are still cheap over there. So at least the seed gives you a chance to refill.
That is a lot of blue dark nuts. You know, Darkness found himself level 6.
So we're 50 minutes in. We've got a ladder, a blue candle, some silver arrows that we can't use to stab the pig with yet, and 1 Triforce.
Yep.
You're both of these runners. Are you freaking out about now? I think I probably would be.
I think you probably... Well, I think so, if you think the other person has probably found, like, the wand right now. But with the way this scene has been, it's almost like you would probably think that the other runner is running into the same problem you do. There's been no real good offensive weapon yet. We haven't even found, like, the red candle.
How about red candle wand 9?
Oh, gosh. Oh, the Kananaki! Dark just pulled off a Kananaki. That was brilliant.
Yep, that key door will never come back now unless you retry, so very useful.
So if I understand that correctly, what that is when you have a door with when you have 0 keys, a key door, and a door with a shutter door, when you clear the room, on the frame, I think it is, that the shutter door opens, like, all of the doors in the room register as being open. Which just lets you walk through a key door.
Yeah, what happens is there's a couple of tricks to it, but there's a frame in which when another door opens, the key door loses containment and you can slip through. It can happen if you bomb, like, say, the right wall and go up into a key door with 0 keys. That'll work all the same as a shutter door open. It's just when another door in the room is opened in some way, you can slip through.
Dark has himself all 12 rupees now. So Exo's in, I think. No, well, is he gonna go into the... Well, he bought the bomb upgrade in 5, looks like.
No, he actually just took a peek at level 5. He bought the bombs up to 10 that he used with his white sword bomb upgrade.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha.
again, he's got a couple options, but I still think 1 is his best play with 1 key and now 10 bombs back in his pocket. I know it's frustrating to have that happen. Alternatively, the money game is now coming into play just a little bit because both runners have a lot of the overworld money already used up. If you want to, you could probably save and retry strat that shop and hope to maybe hit a 50 at some point.
Right. Alright, so Darks is gonna go ahead and buy all the bombs. Even gonna, oh yeah, gonna go ahead and get himself all the way up to 12, because bombs, you know, they're great. We love them. Exo's got himself in level 2 here with all the bombs that he's got, so he's gonna have the ability to clear a lot of these. So the harder thing about level 2 is that there is no items on the ground. I mean, on underground. You have to clear these rooms for them, or get lucky and find it on the floor, so... Entirely possible that level 2 is going to be very, very combat heavy. Well, but possibly not, either. Well, there's a Triforce just sitting on the floor. Floor force is best force, as they say. Meanwhile, we can't even kill those things, guys. Alright, well, Exo's just gonna go ahead and pick up his Triforce. That's Triforce number 2 for Exo. We are about, I don't know, over an hour into this match, or just about an hour. Dark grouping everybody together right there. Nice bomb drop, gets a bunch. Oh my gosh, really clears everything with 2 bombs. That was actually pretty. I like that. So Exo's gonna go ahead and continue through level 2 here. nice thing about level 2 is pretty much all the walls are bombable. The only one that isn't is the one that leads directly down into the old man room. The only other way you could have a block in level 2 is if Zelda's room was in here, but we already know it's not. Well, this room here could drop, so it drops the heart container, so we found that. We are, Exo's looking for the other item in level, or the actual item in level 2. Meanwhile, Dark, pounding through level 6, found himself a transport staircase, finds himself the map. Meanwhile, Exo finds the compass, which he doesn't need, because he's already got that try. Got a room with 3 of these guys in it. It's all shuttered up. One bomb, one down. These guys are separating, so I don't think we're gonna, with the Gatling guns in here, I don't think we're gonna sit here and wait for them to get together, but we might. Well, we cleared that room and nothing happened. That's unfortunate. Dark saving and going all the way back. There's a recorder. So
well, you can't club anything over the head with that, so that's not really what we wanted to see.
No, it isn't, no. But Exo's now going to go back into level 1. Armed with 2 keys, he should be able to find the staircase room this time, we hope. Meanwhile, Dark is kind of hovering in the area of level 1, but is going up here first into level 2. So he's going to go to level 2 now. Unlike every other dungeon we've seen so far, really, this Triforce was just sitting plop right on the floor. Eat My Steel is mentioning at the Wand and Red Cannon level 9. I mean, at this point, we're kind of thinking that's possible. Ooh, Exo accidentally turns around as he goes to drop that bomb on the blue line. Gets a bomb drop anyway for his troubles, so that's positive. Dark grabbing himself a free key. Unfortunately, I don't think the meat's gonna really do much for against the Lynels. Looks like everybody's rocking away from it. I think that does work on at least one enemy, doesn't it?
Grumble, grumble.
Well, I mean, other than the actual block. Like, I don't remember. I thought that grouped some of them together, but I could be wrong. Oh. Dark grabbing the Triforce.
I mean, by grumble, grumble, I was more referring to gorillas in general.
Oh.
They all like that.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
I hope he doesn't continue trying to clear that blue Lionel room, because that push block is going to be very disappointing.
Right.
I really, really, really hope he goes right in this room, because that is the play.
Now it looks like he's going to keep trying this room here. Can this room drop anything? I don't know.
Are you talking about the blue Lionel room he's in?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe in Vanilla Level 1, that is a 3 red gorilla room that drops Lord Banana.
Oh, that's right. Oh, but I think he's already been past this room, hasn't he? Yeah, he's already
Correct.
past this room. Right, because that's... Right.
Yeah, he's unfortunately trying to push that block in the Moldorm room.
Right.
And,
right, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot where that room was located. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, once he discovers that it's the shutter door again and realizes his mistake, it'll never happen again. It's just one of those where you're like, man, I see that push block. I want the item in 1. I want to get so bad. I know it's here, and oh wait, it's not.
Unfortunately, he's used all his bombs. Dark
Yep.
is still making its way through level 2.
Up
Hey,
an
it's a
A,
Cleon.
retry. Up an A, retry. No, we did not.
May continue. Gosh, I can't imagine Patra having an item right now.
Well, it can't have the bow, and it can't have the wand, so we are at least blessed with that knowledge.
Right? Now, Exo is going to go ahead and walk across the map here. I'm not sure where he's going to go next.
We did pick up the power bracelet. He may be looking for money, maybe looking for another closer bomb shop, maybe looking for the second hit shop. Just
Yeah,
all
it would
sorts
be
of
nice.
things.
It would be nice if that bomb shop had a sister someplace. But it's looking more and more like that's going to be one of the only ones of that on the entire Overworld. This feels like a seed that once we find like one item, like this whole thing's just gonna bust open.
And that's what's so scary for both runners is when they find that item, they may decide, man, that was really easy to get to. I'm in deep trouble, and then panic sets in. So this is one of those reasons why you just have to play your race and let the race happen.
So that was the random. So that was the randomized flute music.
Yep, I'm hopeful that you recognize that one.
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't think it's Stark's birthday.
But he's going to get the surprise birthday patch right here in about a minute and a half if he goes right.
All right.
Also gets the birthday Lionel sword to the face, so
Well,
lots of presents.
Indeed.
That is a fortuitous clock with how that room was going, but now he's going to have to be really careful when he gets into the next room.
Indeed.
He's probably going to be sighing the moment he sees this, because he knows it's not a fun time and he's going to have to sneak around.
Oh, that was it.
That's your window. Go, go, go. Thank goodness for gels, because that means you can get to the next room. Please don't be a bunch of Lionels guarding double push block.
That's a bunch of Lionels, but it's not a double push block. Go! There's the Eddie kill.
So I believe we've not seen the other item in 1, and that forces it to the Patra room. So you're not going to need to clear the Patra the seed, you're not going to need the other item in 1. Dark Falls will find this out at some point soon, I'm sure, and go ahead and bail.
Well, at least it's the any key, right?
Yeah, there are other doors that were blocking things for both of our runners, so I think that's probably still an item they're okay with, but they're probably wishing it was something a little bit more offensive. Hey, there's also a key door down here.
Indeed.
And I'm not sure if we had that floor drop in that room, so now I'm second guessing if we've actually seen all the rooms.
Yeah, we might actually have it here. 2 bombs left. I think Dark can get a... Oh yeah, he can get this. Oh, it was a key!
Well, that's logical. Once you get the Ini key, why not find a whole bunch of them?
Right?
I mean, we're only like an hour and 5 minutes into this race. Let's make it more fun. Let's clear more blue Lionels.
Right. Goodness gracious, this seed is something else.
I hope neither one of our runners had plans tonight.
No, Oh. Dark gets the bet. Dark gets the unfortunate news that the last room in here that he has not explored is blocked off by a room full of blue Lionels, and unfortunately for him, we know that that room is the room Exo is currently in, which is not going to be a staircase room.
Yeah, I'm just hoping he can clear it this time, because that will give him the news at least that he didn't have a staircase here, and he just now figured that one out. So, he knows where it is. Has to be to the right, and he knows he's going to need more bombs, so he'll at least get that information, and we'll go ahead and get through this.
Indeed so. At this point, I'm assuming our runners are really happy that they found that red ring in 3.
Yeah, I'm going to clarify now that I'm not really being critical of any of the runners in this. I'm just kind of pointing out things, because a lot of these guys watch their races back and watch the commentary, or listen to the commentary. So I want to make sure that they kind of have the information so that they can kind of evaluate the performance for the next week, because they have 4 Swiss rounds where they can improve their times dramatically before they get to the brackets, and then it's double elimination, so you have a minimum of 6 races to improve on.
Absolutely. It's really hard to keep a lot of these things in mind when you're in the middle of a race. Especially one like this where, let's be honest, like, as you said, we're like an hour 10 in. These guys gotta be in the mindset of, oh my gosh, like, you know, I'm almost panicking. Unfortunately for Exo, killing this room isn't going to do anything, because this is where our Triforce was.
Yeah, this is where just having something that you did 45, 50 minutes ago just evades you a little bit.
Right.
He may have thought about it now, though, and wait a minute, I know that room was the Triforce room, so...
Right. Dark is back into 1. Alright, he's gonna go into that room. He's gonna discover here that, as we've determined from the process of elimination, that the only place the item can be is where that patch is at. Since we know it's not the bow, because the bow's in 7, and as you said, it can't be the wand, because there'd be no way to kill the patch.
Yep. On the bright side, both runners are basically going to end up doing the same thing in this level 1, so it's not costing either runner too terribly much time in the grand scheme of things. They don't know that, but
right.
From the viewer's perspective, we've seen this before, I believe, from Exo, and now we're going to see it on Darkfall's side.
Dark looks like he's going to go ahead and clear this room too. Or
going
not?
Full Mad Bomber here. Whee! I think that was the frustration, I'm going to retry and you're going to go with me strategy.
Right now is not the time for happy birthdays, let me tell you. And Dark is going back into level 1. I'm now curious what he's going back in for.
Darkfalls, the room at the very bottom here in the middle. I don't remember. It's been a heck of a long time, but it has some blue Lionels in it, and it can have a drop. So I think he's making sure that this is not the floor item in here.
Yeah, I don't think we've cleared this one.
I have a lot of room knowledge for dungeons, but I am not 100% on this room being a drop room in level 1. So I would be clearing it just as Dark Falls is, and we're going to find out here in a moment what it has.
The compass.
So the answer is yes, it can drop something.
Right, your answer is yes, and oh gosh, it's the compass.
And now he's going to go in here and take it out on the red Lionels again for another key.
Oh, you got a bomb drop. Unfortunately for Dark, he's already cleared this room.
Yeah, so he knows for sure it's Patra now, so that's going to get him to move on, which is going to point him towards perhaps another dungeon where we might have something.
Well, speaking of dungeons where we might have something, it's not going to be 4, because we've already got the blue boomerang out of 4. But with the compass, Exo can just pound his way right down to that Triforce. He has no bombs, unfortunately. But he does have this candle. Can he get any? Well, not a couple of them, but none of them dropped any bombs.
Yeah, he can use that staircase to keep resetting that room with meat and candle and clear it, actually, and get bomb. So that is a relevant strategy if he wants to try it.
Indeed, unfortunately, he up-A'd, so I don't know if he was not thinking about that one, or...
Yeah, at some point, one of these runners is going to accelerate their run when they find something they can use to push the seed forward.
Absolutely.
At that point, you have to wonder if the other runner, once they see the dot done, is just going to be like, nope, I've had enough of this.
With this seed? I don't know. But, yeah, Exo keeps resetting every time he... Maybe he's just trying to grind bombs out of there.
Yep, that's a perfectly viable strategy, and he might be doing that, so I don't blame him.
Alright, level 5 again. We actually don't know what the item is in here.
Yep, but Dark Falls should know which room it's in. Because I believe we've seen every room in here, and we know that those blue Lionels, look at me. Those blue land mola are in a double push block room. I believe it's in the top left room that he's going to try and get to here. And yes, Exo has seen 5. I think they've both seen 1 through 6 and 8, and I think Dark Falls has not seen 7 or 9, but knows where 9 and 7 both are, thanks to him.
Correct. Well, actually, I don't know if Dark Falls has found 7 yet or not. I know he hasn't found 9. He got that hint. It's on Death Mountain, so...
Yep, and he's also the one that got that 7 hint, so... Unfortunately, he's going to have to clear this room, but he may want to try and see what the primary enemy is in here. I don't know that it's a Gibdo. It might be the Tech type. And that is why he's resetting the room here, is he's trying to see what the primary enemy is. I think, from what I saw there, it's probably not going to be what he wants, but he's going to try to...
Hey, Exo gets a nice free bomb drop.
What we got in here? We got
Triforce.
Dig Darter and a Triforce, so perfect.
So the Triforce was ladder blocked, but ladder being the Armos item didn't come into play. He's got his Triforce in 4. That's his 3rd Triforce, and we are an hour 20 in.
Yeah, it's an hour 13 in.
Oh, nice clip there by Dark. Now the only question is... Ooh, nice.
Just gotta go full Mad Bomber XX. Shoutouts to that guy. He dropped bombs like nobody's business and cleared rooms.
Well, he's close. He just has to get one of these.
Yeah, he's gonna have 6 tries. I'd actually just get off the block and go for it. Hey, look! Force bomb.
There we go. Nicely done. Alright, does this push? It does! What is it? It's the red candle! Okay! Alright!
Repeatable damage source. Cannot and will not be turning that down ever.
No!
Probably
no.
not the one item he wanted, but he will take.
Right, obviously you're looking for a different item, but you know, that's not bad. We've at least got some. Yeah, as Genius is saying in chat, we have something.
Yep, that leaves the raft and boomerang as the item potentially Patra blocked in one at this point.
Or the heart container.
Yep. And we know that the bow is not in 9, it's in 7.
Right.
But we don't have any enemy that's technically blocking a Triforce that's wand required. I don't remember that Gleeok being the Triforce room in 8. I don't know what was the Triforce room there.
I feel like one of them was a bunch of blue Wizros, but it's been a while.
Yep, that was the room that Exo was just in, and he has it.
Nice. That's right, I was in 3. Exo has got his Triforce out of 3. He's suddenly doubled his Triforce.
Yep, and he's got enough money to get that bow hint, and he knows where 7 is. So if he goes down there and buys that expensive hint, I know where he's going next.
Looks like that's where he's going.
Nope, he's going to the bomb shop.
Or that, yeah, you're right.
Or Recorder Lake and then bomb shop. And then maybe down there.
Oh, there's the other hints! Goma creeps with the boomerang. Though honestly, at this point, I'm not entirely sure what else we'd have left. Oh, right, the Silver Arrows. We already. I was gonna say something was ladder block, but it was the Silver Arrows.
Hey, So, process of elimination now points to where the wand is. This is going to be a beautiful scene.
Yep, that's in level 9.
You ask yourself, Fury, OPT, how did you know?
Well, because we have the items for every single other thing.
Yep, the items that they haven't picked up are in 6 and 7, and we know what both of those are now. They also have an item outstanding in 1 that cannot be the wand because it's Patra blocked. Therefore,
It has to be the raft.
the wand has to be in level 9. It can actually be any of the other items in level 1 because it doesn't matter anymore.
I think the only ones we got left are the wand and the heart container and the raft. So those are the only 3 we don't really know.
Yep, one of those useless items is in level 9, one of them is in 1, and the second item in 9 is definitely the one. So unfortunately, Exo never got that bow hint, so he's not going back to 7 yet, but if he had that hint, he would know for certain that he's got to go to 7 and then just go, and get to 9.
He's back in 1, interestingly enough.
I want to say he's also walked and gotten the silvers at this point, because I think I saw it in his menu.
He does have the silvers. I saw him get those.
So we'll get that tracking updated here shortly, I'm sure. And then it's just a race to see who can get the item out of 7 first and whether or not they get knowledge first or not.
Oh, he hasn't even been over this far, has he?
Talking about Exo?
Yeah.
Correct. He does not know.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the Yeti key, and that was definitely in level 1. Well, thanks, old man.
Yes.
Dark!
I mean, we're about an hour and 20 in. You're going to start burning some old men at this point, because it's their fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
To answer the question in chat, Bo is confirmed in 7. So, the odds of 1 in 9 is 100% at this point.
because the wand can't be there. So.
Yep, your items outstanding are just level 1 and level 9's items. Heart, book, wand. And Patrick can't guard the wand because you can't damage him without the wand. So that's how we know.
Exo grabbing his any key. We'll be happy to see that. To some extent, won't be happy at the fact that it's not the wand.
Yeah, he also won't have to buy keys anymore, so again, not the worst item, but probably not what he wanted to see. And at some point here, he's going to find out that this Patra is the other item. It's not going to be something he can get. Meanwhile, Dark Falls wants to make sure the book hasn't magically turned into the wand yet, and unfortunately it has not. So, still going to have to clear this level 8 without it.
Unfortunately, he can't because the bow is required to kill the Triforce guarding Goma.
Yep, but he has not seen the power bracelet yet, so he's trying to find that.
And this is why Dark is at least very happy to have found that red candle.
Yeah, I think the resource advantage is going to start to tilt this into Darkfall's favor. He's still going to have to get his Triforces out of some of these levels, and it's no easy task in level 3 still.
Right. Now, it is never fun forcing your way through a bunch of blue wizards without a sword.
But at this point, you gotta give props to both, because it's basically an hour and a half in here in the next 8 or so minutes. You've not even gotten halfway through your Triforce and or items, and they're still both using tactics to get through these dungeons without any sort of repeatable wand damage. And in Exo's case, not even a red candle, so he's just having to bomb his way through.
Indeed. But right there, you can see the speed Dark can start clearing these rooms is getting much more, much higher up there than Exo, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just going to come down to who... Basically, when will Exo go back to level 7, and or when will Dark Falls find level 7 and dig it, and or when will Dark Falls get the hint for level 7 that tells him, hey, I need to go there.
Well, he has the hint for level 7. He was able to purchase that one. No, he didn't go, did he?
Wait a minute, hold on.
No, he didn't. That's right, he went there and didn't purchase the hints.
No, Dark Falls didn't purchase any of the hints from that shop. I don't think he's purchased any.
No, he hasn't found the other one yet.
No. Exo ran out of money to buy the bow hint. He doesn't have the bow hint.
Right. Oh, the Dark...
So that means, if we've seen it, that means Dark Falls has that bow hint.
Right,
So he just hasn't
yeah. Alright, that's right.
Sorry, it's an hour and a half for me, too.
Honestly, I don't... I'm losing track of who did what now.
Yeah, I just had to talk my way through that one a little bit to realize I was wrong.
Right, me too. Good job. Alright.
So, Exo has 3 rupees to gain to get that hint, but he's probably going to prioritize bombs.
Yeah.
And then you just have to hope that he goes to 7, just on a whim.
I think Dark's about to find his power bracelet. Which I think he's got to know by now, or at least suspect by now is probably not too important. Although he hasn't found 7 yet, so...
Yep, so it's just Dark Falls finding level 7 versus Exo deciding to go to level 7. That's what we're really looking at to decide this race.
Well, 7 is pretty close to where Dark is at if he goes south, but he's going No, there he goes.
And he's just trying to juke all the damage here. And he's gonna find... Actually, you know what? He has found level 7 because he had to do that blue Wizro room too.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah, he's got 7.
I'm a little actually surprised then that he hasn't decided to go back in here until just now, because knowing the bows here, he's kind of gotta suspect something about the wand. I would think that you'd want to prioritize the heck out of this and hope to get that silver arrow damage going.
Oh, there's a bomb wall right there, actually. You might be able to get around that whole, horrifying staircase thing. Oh, another bomb upgrade. We know it's only 2, but hey, if you can get the money for it.
Yeah, I think they're sooner going to have the hearts to get the magical sword bomb upgrade at this point.
Right.
This could be something, though.
Could be. No item drop. Oh, it doesn't push. So Exo's in the 5. We know 5 has that red candle, so if Exo can make it to that, he's gonna actually find his first permanent weapon of the seed, and we are, what, an hour 20 in?
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be thinking, if you're in this position, you are, like an hour 20 plus into this race. If you're Exo, you haven't even found a permanent weapon yet. You've got to be panicking.
I don't know that it's even panic anymore. It's just probably frustration.
Right. Yeah, okay. Get that.
And this is required to get to the bow pretty much at this point, because I think he's kind of walked his way around the other parts of this level 7, tried to move, and
Yeah.
had to come back here, so...
Well, he's gonna go ahead and actually try to, see if he can't get around it now.
Well, it's better to confirm that you can or cannot than go through that room again, I suppose.
Well, there's the Triforce.
Yep, you needed that to complete the seed, but I think that's more or less just a health refill to hopefully get him back through that Wizro room. No Dark Falls, no.
Or not.
Go back.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go buy bombs.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So both are runners at 4 Triforce pieces. Units, shards, whatever you want to call it. Exo, looking at that heart container inside that like decides to pass it around.
Yep, and this pancake room right here, I believe, is the Triforce room, right below the heart container.
I believe
so
you are correct.
he'll have to come back for that Triforce room once he gets the red candle out of the Landmo push block room. The other problem we're running into a little bit here is that both runners are not going to have a whole lot of money left by the end of this to fire any arrows, so they're still going to have to do a lot of work in level 9 without the wand, potentially, depending on how trolly that spot is.
Right.
So this could push north of 2 hours pretty easily.
Oh, I see. Dark grabbed that Triforce and left because he knew he could just record it back here.
Yep. Well, I mean, you get bombs, you save, and then you go back here, so the fountain doesn't really come into play. Although perhaps you can pull it off in time, because there's a little trick that you can use when you go to the fairy fountain and up an A as it's going in through the refill cycle, where it'll start up again once you come back out of your up and A and save.
Yeah, I love doing that. Nice! Start getting the bombs. Call that a spare in bowling. Oh dear.
Yep, that's your reward.
The nice thing is he knows he doesn't have to clear that room.
Exo wishes he had a repeatable weapon for that old man at this point. It's useless information.
Oh. Well, potential staircase room, but not this time.
Yep, he was hoping that despite the $5 on the floor that would still push. Regrettably it did not, but we're gonna kinda see whether or not this room below these wall masters was in fact the item staircase.
It's true.
And we're gonna feel pretty bad, I think, if it is, because Exo is potentially a couple of enemies away from clearing it when he got trapped earlier, and that would have really sped up his seed for him.
Yeah, actually, I remember he just walked in here, he just didn't walk down far enough. Not the item room!
Now Dark Falls is down to $3.
There it
He
is!
hasn't found it, though. That's it.
And there it is! Ladies and gentlemen, we are, what, about an hour and a half in, and Dark Falls has finally found his bow and arrow. Well, bow with the arrows. Whatever. I'm tired.
No problem.
So, with that, Dark he can get the Triforce out of 8 because that was Goma blocked, and then it's just fighting through the blue Wizrobe room in 3. Whatever the Triforce, I think the Triforce is just deep into 4. And then, I guess we just haven't found 6s yet. At this point, I think Dark has to realize the wand's in 9, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of going down my item list here. So.
Meanwhile, Exo is in that blue Lamolus. He's trying bomb door strats. I believe this was where the red candle was. Oh, he's only got one bomb left, though. Oh, what a troll!
Yeah, but he has the knowledge that that's where he's going to have to pick up his item at, so now it's just about getting bombs and getting back here and taking care of it, so gotta do it.
That he does.
And he uses retry, which makes it so he can pick up the bombs without having to walk across again, so not a bad plan. It's really about getting through that first room with the 2 Tektites and 1 Gibdo without using too many bombs. Because you probably want 5 or 6 bombs left for those land mola so that you can handle maybe 1 down, couple of health, and 3 pieces left, and then get it, and then leave the room and re-enter.
Right. Well, Dark is making his way up toward that Triforce that's Goma blocked. Here we go. Waiting for Goma to open his eye one more time, and one shot, Triforce. And with that, Dark actually pulls ahead in the Triforce count for the first time today, I believe. I don't know if he got the 1-1 first. That was pretty close between both of them. And considering how long they both had 1 Triforce. Dark is traveling down to... Where is he going now? 4. He's going to 4.
Yep, needs the Triforce out of here, and that's really all he's going for.
Yep. It's actually been quite a while since Dark's been in 4. He's now in here with the Yeti Key, an actual repeatable damage source.
Yep, he's probably gonna burn some Guria at some point, I would think, in here, because that'll get him his bomb.
Dark running into a very hard dead end there in 4.
Yep. Again, been a while, doesn't remember right-hand staircases impeding his progress on that side, so, you know, wrap around potentially.
Oh, that's right. And there's that compass letting you know it's all the way down at the bottom.
Yep. Time for some Guria to face the music, I believe. Meanwhile, XO is now going back into the red candle room. We're hopeful that he gets it this time, I think.
Right.
You really want to see him have a shot to kind of catch up here and make this a close race again. And his strategy going forward, if he misses this time, is really to use that candle to start this off, because that's how you're going to get one of them down. And if you miss that first shot, you can leave and re-enter, and it won't cost you anything. You just have another blue candle shot to try again.
Right, right.
It's a little bit more touch and go for him because he, unlike Darkfalls, only has 2.5 hearts to play with on this. So you have to potentially get a bomb out without taking any damage and potentially dying in the room. Looks like he's going to have to try another cycle, though, unless he gets the candle out and kills him with it.
Right.
And they're only down to 2 pieces, so it's not going to work out in any event,
Yeah,
so...
unfortunate. So Darkfall's headed off to the Dead Woods again. Is he gonna refill on bombs? I think that's his plan.
I think 6 is in the grave, so he's got to go this way
right.
regardless of whether or not he
you're
does
right,
get a
it
bomb
is,
hat.
it is.
I think picking up a bomb pack to get to 12 is not a bad idea, though. Yeah, well, maybe he goes to 3 and gets the Blue Wizrobe room taken care of first.
Must be where he's going. Let's see, he's whistling to... That's level 7.
It's runner's preference at this point. You can really pick whichever poison he wants. Looks like 3 is his choice.
Yeah. I guess you might as well finish the one you know. Or not? I'm confused.
Yeah, this is just fatigue. I think he's not sure if he wants to do 3 or 6, and may have realized that he hadn't saved his bombs and doesn't want to lose more money trying to refill later.
That's a fair point.
So he's going to flute back down to... This is 1. Whichever way he wants to go, it's going to be a couple screens to the left here.
I've actually forgotten where 3 is at.
I believe it is in... I want to say it was near Vanilla Start, and it was the shop down there. So 1 up, 1 left from Vanilla Start.
Gotcha.
So here comes the fairy strats, where he refills at the fairy fountain.
Exo's still making his way through level 5 here. Trying to bomb the heck out of this Gibdo. You got him! There it is. So Dark back into 3. He knows where that Triforce is. He's just trying to get to it. And clear that room. 12 bombs and a red ring shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, here we go.
Alright, let's see if Exo wants to use his candle first this time. The answer is no. He can get lucky enough and get them, though.
Getting close. One more bomb!
Man, this has gotta be... I think you just tank some damage in the room and just force one to come at you and drop a bomb on yourself and hope for the best. I think that's the better play on this.
Looks like that's what he's doing. Get in that corner. Oh! Oh, tries a candle.
Yeah. The candle was tried after all the bombs. I feel for him.
Dark has one more Triforce to get. As you said before, he's got to go this way to get to level 6, but he might as well pick up some bumps in the process. It's again 2 rupees. Does put him down to 10, as you said. Money has kind of been a thing all of a sudden.
Yep. I'm hopeful that Exo noticed that he can actually get around this first shutter door to the north. I'm not sure if he did, but you can wrap around 2 rooms, then go up and clip through the T room, then go left, and only have to use bombs in the room to what's right of this one.
Alright. Alright, Dark back in 6. At least I'm pretty sure he's been in here at least a little bit. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to be honest with you... Oh, hey.
Wow!
Didn't remember what was impeding our progress. Clearly now, it was quite simple. We just didn't have resources when we were here.
Exactly! Why is Dark going back in?
He wants Lord Banana.
You can't pick up Lord Banana. Well, let me rephrase it. He can pick up Lord Banana, but it wouldn't do anything. Did he not get the boomerang hint? I don't think... No, he didn't get the other hint shot, did he?
Let me think about this. The first hint shop was the bow hint. It was a hint for one's item, I believe. No.
Did Dark even go in that, the hint shop in Recorder Lake? I don't recall seeing it.
No, that was Exo that
Exo.
went in that one.
Okay, so he doesn't have that. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what all 3 hints were from that other one, but it's evading me. I know one of them was a redundant hint, and one of them was the bow hint.
One was the red ring.
Yep, book hint. Book hint. Thank you, chat.
Right. Book, red ring, and then the bow in the first shop. And then the second one was the boomerang. I think the magic boomerang. And I don't remember what it was.
Step over the water
Right,
to
silver
get to the
arrow.
silvers. Was that one, yeah.
No, the hint for the Indy key was actually inside of a dungeon. I remember that one. That was an old man hint.
Yep, the old man gave us that hint after about an hour and a half of trying to get to the Iniki and one past
Right.
Patra and Lionel's.
Right.
I believe he got burned for that.
Yes, he did.
So long story short, is Dark Falls actually doesn't have confirmation of Go mode being in 9, so this is a
Correct.
smart clear in his specific case, it just won't pay off.
Yeah, I thought he'd gotten that hint, but it's clear he hasn't, so... Well,
We're looking at a really good chance now on Exo's side to get through this. He's just got to bait them down and take a damage. And he's looking to do that. Yep, Dark Falls shows the old man his red candle. Hey, leave the room! Leave the room! Yes!
there it is. The nice trick with those double Lamolises is that you kill one, and this is true for a few things in this game. You kill one, and the other one just completely disappears.
And
Exo finally getting his red candle.
Yep. Now he's got to get the Triforce out of here. It's a pancake room, so it is doable pretty easy. And I'd honestly pick up the heart container by hitting the like with the nanner and stealing it.
Yeah, absolutely. There is still the possibility that 10 hearts gets you that second bomb upgrade.
Yep, if nothing else, it gives you a little bit more survivability against the whiz robes and 7 that you're going to have to go through, as well as some other things.
Right, yeah, that's true too.
You may opt to just burn the living daylights out of pancakes, because we all like burnt pancakes. And my prediction is Exo can get into level 9 before Dark Falls actually finishes at absolute minimum, because he's not going to take this dive into 6. He's going to find that Triforce and be like, nope, I don't want the banana.
Yep.
And he's going to still dig level 7, and I think he'll be suspect of that room that he was in before, and it's only a bomb wall down from there, so he'll be able to find the bow pretty quickly if he does go back to that room.
Right.
It's been a while. So if you're rooting for a close race, now that he's just at 5 Triforces with the Triforce out of 5, he should be able to make his way into fighting chance to actually take the victory still.
I think Exo is attempting to get his Triforces in actual order of dungeon. Could be wrong.
Well, 7's the next logical stop with where he's going here.
Indeed, yeah, it has to be. There we go.
When he finds the bow in here, in his circumstance, he is in item knowledge go mode for the wand and 9.
Absolutely. I think he still... Oh, there's the item room. I think he still does 8 immediately afterwards, though, because he'll know that that's only bow blocked, and then... Because he doesn't know what 6 is going to have. Which, we know that 6 is actually just a... kind of a very short little dungeon.
He got the hints out of the Lake Hint Shop, so he knows level 6 is Lord Banana.
Right.
It's Dark Falls that didn't know and now unfortunately found out. So.
No, what I meant is, but he doesn't know where the Triforce in 6 is.
Yeah, but isn't it like the second room in? So if he just...
It is, yeah, but what I'm saying is he may do 8 first because he knows where that Triforce is.
Yep, assuming he finds the bow out of here, he would definitely want to clear 8 with that, but it just, I don't know, it depends. It's really preference.
I think he's almost right there again, isn't he?
Yep, it's one room down to get the fake staircase, and then if he bombs down from there, he'll be able to get to the item, which is the bow. Unfortunately, if he decides to go right here, I know it's not going to be an easy roundabout because of the right-hand staircase.
Right. Oh!
Oh, hey,
well,
bait.
There's a bait block.
I still think there's a pretty solid chance, though, that Exo finds his bow in this level 7 without too much effort.
Yeah. Well, Dark knows that Death Mountain, or I'm sorry, that level 9 is on Death Mountain if he remembers the hint, because it's been so.
He had to pass through level 5 recently enough to get the red candle to actually open his seat up to where he could get the bow, so I would expect him to know still that the Death Mountain is the play.
Gotcha.
Because really the story of the seat is we didn't get either runner going until about the hour 10 mark, hour 20 mark, when Dark Falls found the red candle in 5.
Indeed. Oh, Dark's going in the right direction.
Yeah, it's entirely plausible that he did find this at some point too. We just were paying attention to something else because he did overworld clear a lot of spots.
Indeed so. Alright. So Dark Falls has made his way into level 9! Fury, what are we looking for in level 9?
We're looking for a merciful ending to the seat. We are looking for a staircase that houses a wand, because that's priority number 1. You're hoping along the way to hear the roar of Ganon and a shutter door that doesn't open for Zelda, but priority 1 is actually having something to beat things over the head with.
Absolutely. Well, there's a compass. That's just a nice one to have. Wow, Zelda's on the complete opposite side of this dungeon.
Well, if you're lucky, this Patra is guarding not only the compass, but the wand. That would be...
I don't think it can it?
Eh? Oh, that is true. Yes, you're right. Yes, I'm just an idiot. Don't mind me.
That's a problem. Yeah, we're so used to block clipping, we don't think about it, but by logic, you would have to defeat that Patra.
Yeah.
There's the bow for Exo.
It might be the shortcut to the wand, but it won't be the direct one. You are correct.
He's got to be just really happy to finally have that stupid thing.
He's like, please, Goma, please just have the Triforce let me out. Gum would be like, how about a key, dude?
Oh, there again, and
Yep, so Dark Falls has a lot of the information already, which doesn't bode well for the comeback story. Unfortunately, he's now going to have to go back to start unless he can bomb out.
well, there's that Ganon. Oh, we got at least one bomb way to go. Hey, look, it's a map.
Yep, if he had the speech bubble like A Link to the Past, he'd say, "In guard, I guard them."
Honestly, can't remember where in 7 the Triforce was.
Top side, through a bomb wall, and I want to say, like, in the E column somewhere.
Dark's still making his way through level 9. He's found another room close to the pig, but no sign of the wand yet. There is an easy path to Ganon, but we don't know about the path to Zelda yet.
You know, it's gonna be kind of sketchy with these Land Mola running around too, because he doesn't have the most health in the world.
No. I don't think he even has a potion.
No, we don't have a lot of money this seed. We do have paper, but that doesn't help us.
Right. Oof. And Lamolus tags him. Dark Falls is now it, and we'll start over again. Unfortunately, being up here in Death Mountain, there is not, well, there is, you know what? So you're not that far from the, taking, and that one puts you right near the fairy fountain, so you do have the ability to leave here and heal yourself. I always love shooting a 5 rupee.
I think EXO is kind of sneaking up on the Triforce here.
It's in this room.
I believe it's to the right of this room. I could be wrong.
No potential staircase on dark side. It is, but does that mean it's a transport, or is that our item? It's transport. You know what's going to happen, don't you?
Well, there are 14 total entrances to staircases, and you might find 13 of them before he finds the one he needs.
Yeah. The first thing he's going to find is, like, item-wise, is, like, the heart container, right?
Well, since that's relevant, let's root for the raft, shall we?
There it is!
Hey! Look at that. We reversed Comteer's curse, we got him the wand.
Right. All
An
right.
hour and 59 minutes we are in go mode. I believe this is going to be over within short enough order. He knows where Ganon is, and he knows where Link's room is in this case, so...
That's true, but he doesn't necessarily know how to get there.
He doesn't know how to get there, but he will probably be resourceful at that point with his bombs.
Dark deciding not to kill the Patcher for therapeutic reasons.
I think, unfortunately, Exo is bomb blocked again out of level 7, so interesting to see if he tries to go to level 6, or do you go to the bomb shop? I don't know.
He's going to 8. He's going to 8 to get his Triforce.
Hey, he might kill some of these guys for bombs.
Yep. Meanwhile, Dark has made his way into Ganon's lair, and this time has a weapon that can hit him.
Yep, 8 smacks with the wand, with a wonky hitbox and all, and you are going to have the Triforce necessary to open the door.
Dark getting that. Nope, there we go. He's got a bit of it. Nope, couldn't keep it though.
Yeah, at least he's got red ring, so this is just a formality.
Indeed, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have bacon. And now Dark's just got to find his way to the complete opposite corner of the map. Meanwhile, Exo finding his Triforce in level 8. He's got 2 Triforces remaining, but he's got to get through, got to go back into 7 and find that Triforce shard and get into 6. As we know, 6 is, really short. Problem for Exo right now is 7.
Yep, short of a magical staircase, he's probably on the last minute or so of being able to catch up.
Dark is running dangerously low on bombs. Fortunately for Dark, not finding a way to the left all that easily. Hey, got some bombs though.
It's about the first time I'll see that the seed's actually been merciful to somebody.
Right. I think the game is just kind of like, you know what? I'm tired, it's late, I've held you guys long enough, just go.
We will at least know what the world record for the seed is by the end.
Yes!
I also feel like Exo went the wrong way to get the free Triforce, so that's a little bit unfortunate. You know, stealth staircases are my favorite.
Right.
You take a staircase, trying to find your way, save Link in this case, and the seed, and the game's just like, nope, you get you baited by this. Pretty sure the entire left side of this dungeon is kind of blocked off by a staircase route, though, because feels like he's bombed a lot of these.
That's what
Maybe
it's
this
looking
one,
like.
but
Well,
yeah,
unless he
I
can
don't
get
think
up. Oh, here we
up,
go.
yeah, up was a lot of the Blue Land Mola rooms in a row. But I know it's not up. Thankfully, this is a key door.
Hey, Patrick guards the compass. We already knew that.
I know it's a race and we're trying to win, but that old man's still getting burned by me at 2 hours.
Right. Oh no. Can we bomb this way? Dark's only got one bomb left. Can we bomb to the right? Or the left, I mean?
Well, you either gotta force a bomb or you just gotta man up and do it. Looks like he's attempting the count, so we're gonna see what happens here.
Nice.
Woo! Barely.
What a risk that was.
Yep, the Tektite almost trolled him pretty good. Now we get to see if that one bomb that he was thinking about trying here actually pays off, and
No.
block still, gotta take a staircase. Oh hey, one room up. Beautiful.
Could do it. Nope, not yet.
He's back in the same situation.
Yes,
He's
he
got
is.
multiple walls, one bomb.
And you can't bomb into Zelda's room.
Yep. Exo bombs left, by the way, in this level 7. He's gonna have the direct route.
Did he pick up his Triforce in 6?
Yep.
Alright. Dark's going down. I almost feel like this has to be it, right?
You would hope so at this point.
Nope. He's right back
Just
to where
gotta
it was.
bomb left or right. Or left or right. Left or down. Or force another count, or get lucky with this Gibdo in the corner.
Indeed.
You must be on a 9 count, because he's gonna bomb this. Rip.
Ouch.
Looks like Exo's still looking for that Triforce room. I'm pretty sure it's the eye.
Yeah, it's pretty close to that, I'm pretty sure as well. Meanwhile, I get the feeling that Dark is going to be methodical and wants to clear every single room of this entire game.
Hey, oh, bomb drop. We're back.
Nice.
Please bomb left. Please bomb down. Nope. Not gonna go left. I don't know they bombed down, but didn't end up being necessary, maybe? Oh, hey, Patrick guards the shutter door.
There we go.
So Dark
And
Falls
there we
1983 is officially done.
Oh my gosh, with an official SR time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 7 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat, guys. Level 9 did, in fact, do every single thing it could. And Exo just finds the Triforce in level 7. It was, in fact, sitting on the floor.
Yep, he should be not too far behind, given that the wand, I don't think, was through a bunch of bomb walls or anything.
No, I do not believe so. And we are now joined by Mr. Dark Falls himself. Dark! Tell us how much you hate this seed. Probably will be waiting for him to get his microphone up.
Before I got the red candle, it was like smashing my head into a pane of glass multiple times in a row. After I got that, it wasn't that bad.
Right. That first part only took about, what did we think it was? Like an hour and a half-ish or so?
It's like an hour and 10, hour and 20.
Right.
But to get to that point, I mean, you had no choice. The bow was in 7, which was behind a bunch of stuff, and then wand was in 9, so you weren't getting that.
Right. Indeed. Exo has just made his way into 9 for the first time.
Yep, the holdup for him is he got to the blue land molar room in 5 with a double pushback. And I think it was on his 4th attempt that he got it to cooperate, with his bomb count being kind of low in that room. So once he got through that, he started making some ground up as you got trolled by the bomb walls in 9, but just not enough time left for him.
Yeah, bomb counting isn't my friend. I was getting better at it as I went through 9. Once I got to 1, it made it a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, it was a seed.
Indeed it was. Oh, it was weird because it started off like you guys found a few dungeons pretty quickly. Started off looking like a lot of those dungeons were going to be able to burn through with the blue candle, pretty decently well. And then they were just like, oh, wait, no, here's a bunch of blue Wizrobes, Lamoluses, Lionels.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was all stuff that you couldn't kill without resources. And then I think I only found one bomb shop. I don't know how many he found.
One.
The one down over in the Deadwoods. So I had to revisit that like 50 times.
Yeah, we're thinking that's the one bomb shop in the entire Overworld at this point.
To be fair, I didn't do much of Death Mountain, so there could be 3 up there. But yeah, I didn't really find much other than that one.
Yeah, your opponent made a dig up there for some extra resources because he was kind of getting low himself. So we're pretty convinced at this point that it was the rare shop.
I mean, it was just one of those seeds where if you didn't have the resource to get that candle out of 5, there just wasn't much you could do.
Yep. Now,
But once I got that, I was fine.
Exo has now found that the pig has guarded the map for too long.
Right. So, I'm guessing finding that red ring as early as you did must have just been very comforting or something. There's a word I'm trying to think of, but I'm too tired to think of it properly.
It was nice. I'd rather have the wand or the any key, but it was definitely nice.
Right. Yeah, we figured out through the process of elimination rather quickly, and not quickly, but when you guys were going through you guys were going through 1 like fully almost at the same time. In fact, for like the first half of this seed, it was like you guys were just right next to each other doing the exact same things. It wasn't until about that point where there was finally a split. And then you both ended up back in 1 pretty close to each other. And it was once we saw that Patra, we were like, okay, so clearly that's going to be guarding the item, and it can't be the wand, so...
Yeah, that's why I saw it, and I never went back once I ruled that out.
Absolutely.
We don't know if it was the raft or the heart container, but whatever it was not important.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of this year, I think, of who got the red candle first.
Yep, for a little while he had a bit of a Triforce lead on you because he managed to pull that Triforce out of 3 from that blue Wizrobe room. But unfortunately just hung up for probably a good 7 to 8 minutes at least on that room in 5, just trying to get something other than a blue banana that was repeatable.
Yeah, I just stocked up on bombs, and luckily I got my clip first try when I went back the second time.
Indeed. I forget where the wand is in 9.
Down below where he's at now.
Wonder if you can get there from here.
I don't recall the exact route. It's been a seed, but I think it should be possible to get to from the staircase you left previously. So if he goes back through this, or perhaps it was here, I don't remember. I want to say no. I want to say it was southwest.
Yeah, and all that junk only dying 3 times. I'll take that.
There it is.
Yep, see, this is why you don't listen to anything I say, because I'm completely wrong again.
Aw. So Exo has his wand and is now going to make a beeline towards Ganon because at least he knows where he is.
Yep, on the bright side, he also has 10 bombs, so he should at least be able to bomb a lot of the walls on the way towards Zelda in his case.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I think it's basically a single route over there unless there's some kind of crazy staircase that puts you right there. But I hadn't seen one.
No, I don't think so, based on the room Dark had when he rescued her. Or him, or whatever it was.
Knapp only has 1 entrance, and that's from the top.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's you gotta progress over with bombs until you hit the spiral staircase to hit the diamond staircase and then kind of wrap around from the top with a route.
And Exo trying to get him in. The stone lock keeps missing, but regardless, that's not going to matter much longer. Oh no, he takes a death. Never mind.
Yeah, he had the fancy feet and the jukes going there for a minute, but eventually the pig found.
Mm-hmm.
So your reward for all this pain and suffering in this seed is 1-0 record. Who are you looking forward to facing?
For me, I want to take on pretty much anyone. So, call it the best. I think it'll be Crystal Saver.
Oh, there you go.
That
Yep,
and because he's a good friend of mine, so I'd love to play him in a tournament.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get his way into the 1-0 bracket. It's still yet to be determined. I believe that race is tomorrow night.
Alright, so Exo has made his way into Ganon's lair, this time with a weapon he can actually hit him with.
Yep, he's got just a little bit more health to work with too, so see if he can't get him into a stun line. Oh, wall pig. Best pig.
I had a stun lock.
He actually, that was one of those not really stun lock, but
Right.
stun lock. Because he had him into, he was just a little bit behind, but Gan's pattern is 50-50. He'll go bottom left or bottom right if you're over there.
Mm-hmm.
And he got quite a few 50-50 chances in a row there.
And he did.
Unfortunately, didn't pay off. Pig wins again.
Did not. But that's alright. He's going to go right back and give it another shot.
Yeah, don't really blame him about what we at now. 2 hours and 20 minutes in. It's been a long enough seed. Kind of hard to focus on stun locking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Man, it's just not fair that this pig is not spawning properly. He's constantly off a half tile or full tile.
Oh, actually takes another unfortunate death there. Yeah, so I actually did have that happen to me recently, and I didn't remember it happening before. I'm sure it has, only because I never really paid attention. What causes Ganon to spawn like that? Is it anything specific, or?
No, not really. It's just that that's not his inherited room, so his pattern's just capable of being off. I
Oh,
want to
gotcha.
say it became more of a thing when we made a few changes to how things act so they get on the overworld. But overall, I think it's been in existence for some time. And the best way to resolve it, if you're EXO in this case, is perhaps to go through the bomb hole at the top of the room until he actually spawns in a traditional spot. Because right now he's a half tile over to the right. He's would normally spawn basically,
Oh.
no, not half tile, full tile over. And he is going to do this for health purposes at least, so he's making a good play regardless. And again, still now a full tile down and full tile right looks like from his normal spot, so made it even worse. There are a couple of tricks to kind of learning where Gan's pattern is at. You can kind of estimate where he's at based on the fact that his fireball usually launches from roughly the same spot. But he's got
There
him
we
down
go.
now, so we
There
have
we go.
the bacon.
Yay. Now all he's got to do is find his way over to Zelda, which doesn't seem like the easiest thing in the world, but not too awful.
It wasn't that bad a path. It was just very bomb heavy.
Right.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be quite unfortunate, but you got a couple of rooms along the way that paid off with the bomb drop. I think a landmuller room kind of helped you in one spot, and I forget what the other bomb drop was from. I think it was another room drop over towards Link himself.
Yeah,
So,
I forced 3 sets, and I got lucky with 2 room sets on my way over there.
yeah, so hopefully if he expends a lot of bombs here, he'll find the bombs that are on the floor, get another bomb drop of some sort. Yeah, he's trying to get these guys with the silvers. He's actually right on the spot now, though, where he can smack him with a wand. But they play nice and go across the room. Yeah, the trick to the landmo room, if you have the open door on the right side, is if you get roughly a half tile out of that doorway, you are still invulnerable, but your wand will actually fire, or your sword if you have that in a sorted seed. So your trick that you can use is to go ahead and launch an attack, and they'll come either walking over towards you or along the path where you can end with the wand blast, and you'll be able to take them down more in a safer way. No such luck in this landmuller room. Fortunately, takes a death to land wall, but I think that's actually going to help him if he tends to go left in a more direct.
I think so too. So, Dark, so what's your feeling about going into next week now? 1-0, right? Okay.
Yep, long seed may just be away for the moment, but
Yeah, I can see that. I'm practically not here, even though I'm right here. So
yep, definitely should give both these runners a follow after this seed because this one was no fun, and to be able to progress through the seed and complete it, definitely should show your support to both of them.
absolutely. Well, actually, is I think going the right direction. Again, I'm actually having a very hard time remembering.
You gotta go left from here.
You go left, and then I think eventually you run into a spiral staircase, don't you?
Yeah, then you have to go up from that.
Also, quick shout out, we got Catastrophe in here at kind of the last minute to help us track this. So it was one less thing that me and OPT had to sit there and take care of on the fly. So much appreciated.
Yes, thank you very much. And I want to give a quick shout out to these wonderful staff here at Speed Gaming for getting all of these on the air today, getting this one set up, like all the other races. Is it a bomb wall downwards from here?
I didn't see the bomb
Up and
wall
left.
down, but you can definitely try it and then go up.
Or is
If
it
he's
up?
if he's in the pancake room, it's up then left.
Right, up. And then there's a bomb here, I think it was. There
Just
we
gotta
go.
watch out though. There is going to be a patcher guarding it once he goes down here. He's only got a heart, and now he's just got a single heart. So gotta really be careful here.
Oh no! Oh! Right outside Zelda's room.
Well, at least we have the path. I don't think it's going to take him much longer now.
That one hit from that Gibdo. One love tap. Does look like it is a direct path to Zelda though, so a little bit windy, but no staircases involved. Yes, old man, thank you. I don't think we could have actually gotten to you without seeing that room, but such. Oh wait, no, this staircase. That's right. I forgot about this one.
I'd be half tempted to pick that heart up.
Yeah.
Though I do think with 3 hearts, this is pretty much good to go.
So too, just gotta make it through this room here. Likes never drop anything. They're in the no drop group. Just gotta avoid the spike traps. Whatever kind of enemies were here. Right, the Gibdos does dodge them. Alright, he's gonna just get past this Patra, which he does without getting hit this time, because of course that's what exactly happens every time you play this game. And ladies and gentlemen, EXO finishing with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 44 seconds. Oh my goodness, what a seed. Give it up for him. Congratulations for finishing. Man, this was a seed. Well, Fury, that was a race. What about that?
Yep, certainly enjoy commentating with you, but perhaps this length of time never again.
The length of time is not the problem. Maybe the time of night. But other than that. Alright, let's see here real quick. I'm going to take a look at the schedule as we see if XO is going to jump in here or not. Tomorrow at, okay, let me think here. My military time skills aren't the greatest, but I think that is a match at... Hold on. Six o'clock tomorrow. Redbird Grad versus X-Ice Blue. And of course, we've got Saver and Malagord. They're going at it at 10 o'clock tomorrow. All these are channels yet to be determined. Hopefully, we'll have that up on the schedule later. Tomorrow, and then, of course, also tomorrow, we've got Thorwolf and Jay Coper going at it at 10:30. Those are our 3 matches set up for tomorrow at the moment. We are joined by XO and GG, man. Congratulations for finishing. What a seed. Oh my goodness. What do you think? Just
It was definitely a marathon. Not what I wanted. Inaugural seed in this sort of this race.
no, right. I'll bet not. So, painstaking to find an actual weapon that could do consistent damage in this seed.
No doubt. I mean, I knew it was in either 5 or 7. One of them had the bow. One of them, presumably, they didn't have to have wand or red candle, but the way the seed was going, it was a mess.
There was a point where Fury and I were almost convinced, or at least
No, I missed that last part. Convinced about what?
Oh, you may have just gotten interneted.
Fair enough.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
There we go. Hi. Sorry, I think I accidentally unplugged my microphone. No, I was just... We were just saying that, at one point, Fury and I thought it was going to be Red Candle Wand level 9. Thankfully, that Red Candle actually at level 5.
Yeah, if I had to kill those likes in level 5 with bombs, after killing the blue crazy noodles with bombs, I think I would have maybe docked quit at that point.
Right? Ouch. So, I don't even know, like where to go with that whole thing. My goodness. Any thoughts?
No, I mean, 7 was 7, which was a big pain. But I mean, I'm looking at my times here. I had a decent closing speed once I got everything, outside of dying again in like 3 times. But
Yeah, I think the one thing I'll say is we did talk a lot about strategies and that sort of thing, so this will be a good watch back for you, and maybe take some things away, as even though you're 0-1, you still have 3 more Swiss round matchups, and I do believe everybody gets to brackets, so you should have another 1 or 2 there as well. So just one of those you take your beating a little bit from the seed itself and say, let's go ahead and give it another go next week.
absolutely, I would say if I could do one thing over, it'd be that level 1 realizing that shutter door would not lead to an item in that double block room.
Yep, we said as much, but once you make that mistake, you kind of realize it, and you're like, okay. And to be fair, it was probably an hour and 15 minutes in with a single Triforce in hand, so can't beat yourself up too much when you're already getting beat up by the seed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, since Dark didn't finish, before 2 hours, I really don't feel so bad.
Yep, just got a dot shame of the bot for rolling that seed up and move on.
Yeah, I'm never rolling a seed again in this tournament.
Who's to blame?
Well, technically the bot is always to blame because the bot spits out the random number and it forces you into one, but if you want to blame the person that pushed the bot into rolling the seed, then I guess it must be Dark Falls because he just admitted to it.
Fair enough. But good game. Look forward to the next one.
Yeah, GG, man. Well played. Good luck next week.
Yes, you too.
Indeed, good job, guys. But congratulations to both of you for finishing. Absolutely. And again, Dark, congratulations for coming out on top today. But XO, I'll be happy to see you progress throughout the rest of this tournament because I think it's going to be an interesting one. Fury, any parting thoughts?
No, sir. Let's go ahead and head to bed. Take us.
Indeed. Well, again, want to thank everybody here at the Speed Gaming Networks and Catastrophe for oh gosh, who was our track?
You had it.
That was right. Yeah, Catastrophe for jumping in tracking for us. Absolutely. Thank you guys all. For my partner here, Fury SK, it is almost midnight here. My name is OPT Lawyer. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.